Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel once again. I have brought another video of Flutter web series. In this video, I'll be talking about how to implement push notifications in Flutter web. In the upcoming videos, I'll create content for push notifications in mobile apps as well. So we'll start this push notification implementation in Flutter web fast, followed by the mobile app. We will follow these steps to implement push notification in Flutter web. Before that, if you are new to my YouTube channel, then you can consider subscribing. You can share this content with your friends and colleagues, and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you should not miss any of my Flutter web series or Flutter app tutorial. So let's begin. These are the steps that we have to follow. So let's start our coding without further delay. First of all, you have to do a Firebase project setup. I have already done it, and this has been used in my last videos as well, so you'll not have any problem if you have been following my videos. If you haven't, then you can check out my other videos, link in the description available, so that you can come to this step later. Let me show you what I have done already. In this Flutter tutorial, you have to click on this add, and you have to add a project with web. And if you add this project as a web, you will get this information which will be required later stage. Like this is the information we'll be needing on the later stage while creating the file called Firebase messaging sw.js file. These contents are required. Just type flutter push notifications and come back to the second link. Here you can see set up a Firebase cloud messaging. Why I'm showing you is that if you go and read the official documents, you can trust other video content creator or other tutor who is following or who is reading the official doc and trying to help you in video content format, so that you should not have any doubt that you are not getting the wrong information from anywhere else. So if you come down, if you click on this receive message, and if you come down, you'll get a section where the web implementation will be available. Here if you read all the things, like it says that we have to create a file called Firebase messaging sw.js and put this content in the file. First of all, we will go to our web directory and we will create a Firebase messaging this file. You can just copy it, and let me go to my directory and web, expand it and create a file with the same name that we just saw on the Firebase documentation. And let's go back and copy this content, copy as it is, and I'll show you how to get this value from our Firebase project setting. Then I'll go to our Firebase project setting and I'll copy these things. The same thing we have copied from there, and I'll just create a constant here. Already constant is available, right? If you compare these properties, like API key is there, auth domain is there, project ID, storage bucket, messaging sender ID, app ID, measurement ID, all the properties are same, right? So what we will do, we'll just give this JSON constant to our Firebase initialization app. We'll remove this one because the same property we have created on the above line, so we'll just pass it like this. And here it is, one method has already been implemented on background message. It will print the message on our console. We'll check it later. Now I'm going to save this file as of now. Two steps we have covered so far. One is Firebase project setup, which you might have already done, I assume that, and the second step is creating this Firebase messaging sw.js file. And the third step is to add a dependency in our popspec.yml file. With that dependency, we will get few methods to implement in our main.dart file. And the dependency is, just visit this pop.dev and type Firebase messaging. This one. And go to this first one. Go to installation section. Just scroll down, copy this one, Firebase messaging 14.0.3, and I'll go to my popspec.yml file, and below this or anywhere you can just paste it and save it. Now it is getting my package Firebase messaging with the help of command flutter pop get. Now it completed successfully with the exit code 0. Code 0 is the success message, and once you do that, first you close this app with the press Ctrl C and type Y and rerun, because sometimes the Firebase package dependencies are not loaded properly to get the methods available inside those packages. You need to restart your app, or you just close the app and reopen it. I'm just rerunning the app once again so that we should get our package dependencies method. Let me go to my main method here. This section is that we have already covered in my previous videos. We are just initializing our app to read or to do some operations related to Firebase storage and Firebase. Now what we are going to do is that in our main method init state will create a method, or will override a method of that state of a widget. We have another method called init state. This is the init state. Inside this init state, we will try to show the push notification if we get or if we send from our Firebase console, or any kind of operations that we do in our mobile apps. Generally, push notifications are used to make the user notified that some operations has been done in your applications, or some activity is going on your application, so that they should not miss the or miss their applications usage. As you can see, there is a error verify extents, right? To avoid those errors, what we can do, we can directly let me just upgrade my all the packages related to our newly added packages. Pop upgrade. Sorry, it is not Firebase, it is Flutter. What we can do, we can just run this flutter pop upgrade command to upgrade all the dependencies available inside the pubspec.yml, so that we should not get the message which you just got. Let me come back to this site pub.dev, and if you go to our readme section here, not there actually, if you come to this example section, we have lot of methods available, right? Let me just scroll down a little bit to the bottom. If you come to this section, you can see Firebase messaging on message listen method is there, right? Let's copy it, because how fast you can implement, I'm just showing you. And it should show error because show flutter notification is not available. So in our this example, we will have another method called show flutter notification. Let me scroll down. This is the method that show flutter notification, right? I'm going to copy it, and let me copy it, let me paste it here, and import all the required class names like Firebase messaging, Firebase message, and what we will do, we will remove all this code inside here. Okay, and we will try to show a dialog box or something else. These question mark are not needed because these are not nullable response. So we are going to call this one, instead of calling this method inside of this newly created method, we will directly call that inside from our init state. Okay, and we will try to print our message that we will be sending from our Firebase console. So the title will be notification title, right? Title, notification title, and it will be to string. It will be string by default. I'm just trying to show you whether it's string or not. Now let's go back and run our application to see the Flutter notification title once we send it from our application or Firebase console. I'll do that after application is run successfully. Application is restarted successfully. Let's go back to our Firebase console or Firebase. This you have to come to this section and you can see messaging. If you don't find this messaging, then what you can do, you can go to our section called engage. Inside this engage, you'll see this messaging section, and if you click, then you will come to this page, and it says that create a fast campaign. Click on this section, and for as of now you will go with this section Firebase, not this one, the fast one, Firebase notification messages. Scroll down and click on create. Here you can do any kind of title you can do. I'm just trying to give Flutter tutorial message, Flutter tutorial push notification, and inside this body I'll be giving something like we are awesome Flutter developers, and we'll try to click on the send test messages. Here it says no test devices configured. Add an FCM registration token. What we'll have to do, that we will have to get a device token with the help of this Firebase messaging class. What we'll do, we'll create a method of get token, and it will be of async, and with the help of Firebase messaging class you can get an instance, and with the help of instance we will get a token. What will be the value? I'll just show you now. Token, it is a device token, means that it will understand that this notifications will go to this particular device only, because in real-time examples you will have to send the notification to a desired device or desired system that has been registered with this Firebase messaging. Now if I try to print here device token, we'll get a long string which will be considered as our device token, that will be again recognized by our Firebase console. If I go here and open up my console, okay, let's rerun this application once again. Okay, sorry, I haven't called this method inside our init state. So if I rerun our application once again, what kind of error we got? Okay, let's go back to our Firebase. It says there is no messaging sender ID. Okay, so what is the problem? We can know. Here in our last example we didn't give our messaging sender ID. Now we'll have to come back to our Firebase, or we need to just go to our Firebase messaging. Here there is a messaging sender ID. This has to be present in our Firebase option, like during your initialization of your app. Now if I rerun our application, it should work fine. Okay, let me just save it, and if it is not running properly, then just close the app once and restart your application once again. Now let's rerun this application once again and go to our web browser console to see whether this device token is printed or not. Let's come back here. Application is reloaded. Let's, here you can see there is a device token printed, right? This device token is required while sending any kind of push notification test message from the Firebase console. Let's copy it and go to our Firebase console and click on this send test message. Click here, add, and click plus symbol, and once you click test, it should show any message. Let me just clear this console once again, and if you click this test button, it should print something like title we have trying to print, right? Like title, notification title we are trying to print here. Let me click here test. Now the notification has already been sent, but whether it will actually come to this section or not. So Flutter notification, it should call this method and it should come to this block. Okay, let's see whether it has reached or not. It hasn't reached to our Firebase console, or it hasn't called this method, right? So what will be the problem? Firebase, we have made the initialization, and if I go to index.html, whether we have the Firebase messaging or not. Okay, we have missed one thing in this index.html file, is that we have added this import script in our Firebase messaging sw.js file. The same import has to be there in our index.html file. Now the application is reloaded, and let's go back to our web console, browser console, and you can see here device token is printed. We need this device token in order to send notifications to this device only, to my laptop only. And to send notifications, we will have to go to our Firebase console, click on this send test message, and add the device token that we just copied. Click on plus, click on test. Before clicking on the test, let me clear the console and go back to this one and click on test. Now if I come back to this console, it has printed notification title Flutter tutorial push notification. It means it is working fine. What we need to do, we need to show the message or the title in terms of any kind of widget, like dialog box or any container hider display. That kind of implementation we can do as per our business logic. What we will do is that once we receive a notification, we will try to show some kind of dialog box. In this example, we'll try to show bottom sheet model to print or to show our notification message or body content. Let me try to show bottom sheet, model bottom sheet, and inside our builder we can pass context and return any kind of widget from this context. I'm going to create a container widget. Inside this container I'll have a column to just show our text, a title, and our notification body, notification title. Now let's save this and rerun our application. I guess the application is reloaded. Let's come to our Firebase console and check this one and click on test. Let's go back to our application and wait. Now you can see a Flutter has opened a bottom sheet model, and as we received our notification, like we created a model bottom sheet widget to show our notification content. Now you can see we have received a Flutter notification and our model bottom sheet has opened. As you can see, we have added a code to show our model bottom sheet when we receive a Flutter notification or push notification into our application, and we just got the notification and we are trying to show in our model bottom sheet. This is the way we can receive the Flutter push notification. Let me just go and add the content or the body here as well. Text notification dot body. Just give some space and let me just reformat this one so that it should look better, which I always do and I love formatting my code to read it better. Let me okay. Let me read on the application once again. I just save it. Our application is reloaded. Come back to this Firebase console and try to send another message. Like this is the same notification title and body, because here Flutter tutorial push notification is the title and this is the body. We are awesome Flutter developers, and I'll just change this message to we are creating awesome Flutter community. And you also can add any kind of examples like any emails or something that you want to receive on your Flutter notification. This will be shown in our mobile apps as a notification, as you might have seen our mobile apps how you get notifications, right? Let's test this message. Click on test and come back to our application. You can see we have received Flutter tutorial and push notification, and we are creating awesome Flutter tutorial community, right? This is great. This is the way that we can receive Flutter push notification into our application. Background notifications will be displayed once you are not on your application, or once the user is not on your application but he is using another Windows machines application, or any other kind of applications. If I go back and send another message, and if I stay on this page only instead of our application, you saw we got a notification, right? Flutter tutorial push notification. We are creating awesome Flutter community, and the website is local host 5000. So, and in our tutorial, if you close this app, it will not show messages to you because the application is not running. If you want to get background messages and it should show notifications, then your app must be deployed into your web server or any kind of server that you choose to deploy your applications. So this is the way that we can implement Flutter push notifications with the help of Firebase in Flutter web applications. I hope this video was interesting for you and it helped you to solve your problem or to implement these features in your web applications. I appreciate you to consider subscribing my YouTube channel and share this video with your friends and colleagues so that they can also learn this concept. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and keep fluttering, keep developing awesome apps and share with me as well so that we can learn from each other. Thank you so much once again.